Hello and welcome to How Not to Play All the Mods 10 to the Sky with Squiz98 episode 20. So I've done a little bit of work off stream. I was trying to work out the best way of doing farming for the mystical agriculture stuff and probably other things. Now I realised that we have Industrial 4 going in the pack, which means that we also have the hydroponic simulations, which are great. Now, so I should show you what we've done. We have created a hydroponic bed, standard thing. I gave it an extended pan fighter with ether gas, water, electricity. Now I went in, I've created some hydroponic simulation processes with wood seeds, honey seeds, inferium seeds, and dye seeds for the moment. The hydroponic things are very easy to make. Well, once you've got to this stage of Industrial 4 going. So, hydroponic. So, this is the hydroponic bed. Pretty simple. Dirt, fertilizer, iron hose, gears, and that. The simulation, very similar, just without the dirt. It's got the hydroponic simulation processor in it. Still the fertilizer, and then this is comparator. Nothing too difficult. I had to create a area for a cow. Is that just a regular? I was hoping that was going to be an evoker. Right, anyway, so yeah, we created a cow over a sewer, which creates sewage. We've then got the sewage composter, which creates fertilizer. All very simple. I put it into my Super Factory Manager. So I made sure that it had sewer and composter in the FE part, and then down here I basically just pull out from the composter because I've got it set so that the, excuse me, Mr. Cow, the sewer outputs that to the front, which is the west, which is that side, straight into here, which then does the composting. Job done. So now over here I've put in a P2P tunnel to an interface. We need to grab something with power in it, so this thing do. We're going to come into here, we're going to right click it on there as we do on everything else. Where's that? Where did I put it? It's here somewhere, there. So we right click there, and we're also going to need an induction card for the power. So induction card, next, start. Right, cool. So we put that in there. Now, how to do this, I'm not exactly certain, because, I mean, it's only going to take one, but we're also going to need power for these, and then a way of pulling out stuff. Now, I could do it with, I mean, I think the easiest way is going to be if we grab at got plenty of the universal cables for the power, so they're all getting power now. Now I wonder if I put down the side here item conduit, so which is the one that does it, logistical trans. So this one, I think this is the one that does it. Items, yeah. So if I make a pattern of this, because I don't have these as yet, so that, let's put some rubbish away. Don't need that at the moment, don't need that, don't need that. That'll keep on me. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need any more. Don't need those at the moment. Keep that on me, that can go away. Right, so grab that. Grab that one. Then grab this one. Come around to this side, throw them into here. can make those. So if we grab these ones, let's just make 100. There we go. We've got plenty of them there, and we're also going to need a configurator. So let's make one of those quickly because I've not done that yet. Cool. Let's put this back away so that we've got it in there. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. We're going to go, and then we need our configurator, and then hang on, which way's push and which way's pull? Right, that's push, that's pull, 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 pull. Right, so we're now going to come into here and this one. So east, yeah, east side. So this one, we're going to push. Then we're going to do the same on all of these. Right, so we then need to start putting these things in here. So we now have these doing simulations. What I need to make is some upgrades. So tier 4. We're going to make 4 of each of these for the moment. Start. 4. Start. 4. Start. So we'll get 4 of each of these and we'll put them in the machine. And I'll come back once they're crafted. Okay, so we have all of those now, so what we're going to do is we're going to just install them. So they should run a little bit faster. And we should see items. Oh wow, that's getting a lot of power. Ah. Let's use our configurator on this so that it's pull, push, push, push. Now hopefully that should stop that going in there. Yeah. So we should now be seeing, in theory, see wood essence. Yeah, so that's going up, so that's cool. And we should be seeing honey and that going up as well. We might need to get some drawers for those things. So let's grab some drawers. Actually, have I got any drawers left over here that we're not using? We need 4, I think. So, did I use them all? I did. So let's just grab some more drawers. So let's grab 4. Okay, let's grab some upgrades. Actually, we want 4 for each, so that's 4 times 4. They don't take long to craft. So we then go 2, 3, 4. And then we want to get our linking tool and locking tool. So we'll lock them off first. And link them. Then we're going to go essence. So we want that, 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 and that one. So start with that, then that. Right, and I'm also gonna do something over here. I'm gonna go through our through these and go take those out, put those two in there, and then throw these in there so that they, has that got something in it? I'll take that out, that one in there, so they're all, that's got that, that's empty. Yep, cool. Sweet. Right, let's have a sleep. Now, obviously, we can make more of those. Now, what I could do is I could make it so that I could use Super Factory Manager on this and get it to basically create seeds. I mean, that's really easy. So mystical seed. So I mean, there actually aren't that many seeds. I mean, we probably should be making these ones already because we will need them. When we want to get into Awakened Supremium. So we should start looking at those soon. But the next thing I would like to get into, I would like to actually, so if we look at industrial going, oops, so you've got higher tiers, but we're on tier 4 at the moment. Let's have a look at tier 5. So that needs sludge and crying obsidian. Now, crying obsidian's a pain in the backside to make. Productive bees can do it. Witch water can turn it into it. I'm sure I saw a slightly better way of doing it. Now, you could do it with the Tome of Alkestry. So that requires 9. Now, that's redstone. So you can turn 1 crying obsidian into 5 crying obsidian. And I think that's probably the best way of doing it. The other thing I do need to do is I do actually need to get into Ars Nouveau, because I need to get, actually I might be able to do the manipulation wand. It's not that, it's the just die things. Is it the polymorphic wand? This one, the polymorphic wand. So, because what I need to get is I need to get an evoker. So I can get. I need to make one of them. Let's see if this works. So polymorphic wand. So I need some polymorphic. Let's make some of that. So polymorphic. This stuff. Yeah. I think that's gold. So let's grab some blocks of gold. Skulk. Piece of skulk. I just have to smell that down. Quickly, that's over here. Put that in there. Grab some polymorphic catalyst. grab that many. Let's go over to our water over here. And just stop dropping bits in there, picking out of that. Right, okay. Now, the next thing I need to do, let's see if we've got a zombie spawn egg. Yes, I have a zombie spawn egg. So what we're going to do is we're going to also grab a swab. And what we're going to do is we're going to... just realised the zombie's going to burn up if I do this, isn't he? How can I do this? He's not going to burn up. Maybe... No, not here. Well, let's try it here. Ah, that's what I'm after. Right. Cool, right. Just need to kill these little things. Last one. Is that the last one? Right, so we have a swab for that. So now, let's get GM chicken feed. That the one I wanted? Yeah. Evoker. So let's see, have I got another spawner? Right, so we're going to have to pop back to the nether. No, actually we do need a cardboard box. So let's grab an empty cardboard box. Actually, while I'm here, how many chickens have I got left? I've got a few chickens left, so let's just get ourselves... So we have an evoker spawn egg now. Cool. That was something we need, because we need the totems of undying. So, right, nether fortress. Now, I'm pretty sure that we've got all of the spawners that are around here. So it's going to be a case of flying around to find another spawner. Yeah. So, let's have a look. Oh, there's another structure over there, so that's over this way. Right, so let's fly over here. See if there's any spawners over here. Fingers crossed. A spawner over there. Yes, it is. So we're going to box up the spawner, pick it up, and then head back home. Now we can make ourselves an evoker spawner, which will be lovely. Right, so here's our... Right, let's find our exit. Is it over here? There it is. So if we head to home, now what I'm going to do is put this down here, and I'm going to get a comparator straight off. So let's grab a comparator. Then we're going to empty hand and put that on there. Right, we're then going to put the evoker spawn egg in there. Nice. And then I need to remember what I need. So I need clocks. So let's make like 100 clocks. Not that I need 100, but So, till such a point as we see the time pop up. Yep. So now if we look at that, yep, maximal delay. Ah, sugar. Right, cool. Okay. Now this is where I can never remember what I'm looking for, so let's get up the apotheosis spawner. Oops. So we want don't want that, we want mented spider eye. So we got 47 of those, but that should be enough, I would have thought. Alright. Right, we certainly want wool. So let's grab a piece of wool. Then we want chorus fruit. But no AI. Right. Gas tears. Nether star. What else do we want? A soul lantern. Echoing. Dripstone. Right. Soul lantern. Now, can I make a conduit? Looks like I can. And these things echo shards. So, right. So now, if we turn this thing on, maybe if we turn it off. So why are we not getting those? So let's try moving that down one. See if that works better down here. Better. So we're now getting all the evokers. Let's turn off my magnet. And all the diamonds. So many of these. Oh, wow. So we now have in here over 4,000 totems of undying, which is quite nice. So we can turn that off for now. And let's just throw those in there as well, because I don't really want them on me. So yeah, we've got like 5,000 of them. That's going to be enough for the moment. No, not Nether Fortress onto my base. New base. There we go. There's a way. Need that for the minute now. Cool. Let's also have a sleep. So, now there was a reason I wanted those, and it was for something. There is a reason for it. It's probably for either something to do with Draconic Evolution or for Industrial Foregoing, because the tier 5 requires totems of undying. So that's going to be fine. We'll be alright for that going forward. So yeah, they're going quite nicely. Our bees are doing their thing. So we're good there. We've got upgrades in that one. Could do put some more in there. We haven't upgraded this one yet, or this one. So let's have a look. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's see, can we make 11 Omega upgrades? So let's try. No, we're running, we don't have enough nether stars, we don't have enough honey essence or ink sacks. You need ink sacks? Wow. Okay. So, yeah, we've got a bit of work to do there. We've probably got enough of the honey in here, and we can, yeah, we've got plenty of honey in there. It's just a case of getting it into the system. But we're getting more and more honey as we go. What was this a sub? Oh, this was, I set this up so I could make these, the circuit slicers. But we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 32 of them now. We also have 32 crushing factories, 32 reaction chambers, and 32 crystal assemblers now. So yeah, we're doing all right on them. How are we doing on our... Yeah, we still need more dry ice. So it might be worth us looking at ice seeds and putting those in one of those. Yeah. Right, anyway, so let's start looking at Draconic Evolution. That was the next thing I wanted to look at. So, Draconic. So, realistically, the first thing you need to do is you need to make... Where is it? It's in here somewhere. So that's the Chaos Injector. That's the Draconic Injector. Ah, this thing. So you need to make these. And you need to make a core. No, not the particle generator. Not the stabilized core. Fusion crafting core. So you need to make these. So for this one here, you require the draconium core. And for this one is just one draconium core as well, and lapis blocks, which I think we've got on our system. So if we come over here, put this in, and then this, and then this, and then we need to tell it how to make this stuff, which is just smelting down this stuff. We're going to make it 64 at a time. Just for why not. And we're going to go over here, we're going to go furnace. Oops. Oh, we're going to have to sort out that furnace soon because we're running low on space in it. Right. And then These just go in here. 3. Right, so first up we need to make, seem to remember it's like 12. Let's have a look. So chaotic core, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So I think the most so let's have a look at this. What can you use this for? 2 3 4 5 6. So that's 6 on that one, less than 6 on that one. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's 10 on that one. 7 8. Yeah, so 12 is the most you're going to need. So we'll start with the most. So so we're going to make one of these, and then we're going to make 12 of these, and then we're gonna do Super Factory Manager on this one because why not? I will come over here and start setting this up. So the way you would set this up, I would say, is you go 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then in the center of all of that you put this. So what we're going to now need is a Super Factory Manager. So Super Factory Manager, some cables. So we're going to dig under each of these. Then under this one. Let's actually turn the magnet back on for this. So you go on there, one there. Right. Then we fill that block in there. Now, I still have my wireless. Let's get my wireless. So I want one of those. That. I want a pattern provider. So we'll go with an extended pattern provider. We also want an interface. Right, and we'll go with an extended interface. Right, and we're going to want a Super Factory Manager. So we're going to want one of these. We're going to want a disc. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dig down here. Put another piece of this here, and we're going to put an interface here. We're going to grab a induction card. We're going to put that in here. Grab our thingy bob and put that in there. We're then going to put our wireless controller down here, which is this one. Gonna do this. We're then going to put our pattern provider here. We are going to put we're going to put a chest in here. And then we'll put our super factory manager here. And so let's grab a chest or a barrel or something. Let's have a barrel for once. It's not often we use a barrel. Put a barrel in there. I'd rather it go the other way up. Can it go the other way up? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, so now the trick here is you press Control and I, which shows you where things go. So, and yeah, we don't need to worry about that one there, but the important thing to remember is slot 0, which is the first slot that goes in. You also want to make sure that this is set to until primary craft is returned. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put a block here as well. And we're going to camo block these as well, so it's fine. Right. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically type out the program. I'll show you once it's finished. It's going to take me a little bit of time, so I'll do it off camera and I'll go through what we've done after that. Okay, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I think I've got the program right now. So I've got here, every tick do input FE from injector, from interface, output FE to injector. So that's going to power all of the injectors. Every 20 ticks do input item from barrel slots 1 through 13. So that's the 12 slots it could be. And output item to injector. Now, I have set the injectors to single item mode. So to do that, you shift right click, which is important to remember, otherwise it gets stacks in there. Don't forget input from barrel slot 0, which is going to be the first slot, and input into the core. Input item from core, output to provider, and then that should be it. So here's the provider. Now obviously let's go and have a look and see what we need to create. So Draconic. So that's the, so we want to next do the Wyvern tier of these. So this is, what we'll do is we'll do this. So we're in here, we need to make sure we do this. So the first item, which will be the first item to go into the provider, will be the thing that goes into the core. So that's right. We need to then make a pattern for that. We also need to make a pattern for this and this. So do that. And then do this. Now these go into here. Can't just shift click them in annoyingly. So they go into there. Now this goes into here. Now in theory, if I do this, we're going to see if everything goes into the right places. Now it does. Now the thing we could do with doing here is putting a clock on top, because that needs a redstone signal. We just happen to have a redstone clock. So if we put this here, I believe, oh, one or more injectors too close. Oh man. Okay, so they need to be one further out. That is annoying. Okay, so we're just going to have to rebuild this. That's fine. The program will still work. It's just we've got to have to. Right. As I say, it's not a major problem. We just might need a few more super factory managed blocks. So that is I'll make some more of these. 16 should do us. Right, so yeah, I did think they might be a little bit too far out. Sorry, a bit too close. So what we do, this one. Take that out of there. Right, so we want to break these. Okay, and we want to make this one another further out. Right. Then we're gonna that's 2 away, they're 2 away. Now at this point it'd be 2 away, I think. Is that right? Yep. Let's come out to here. It's alright, we're going to camo block these in a bit. So 1, 2. Is that right? Yeah. So there. Let's put down a bit of cobble there, so it's not right. And then. Okay, cool. So blocks there. Okay, let's grab our dirt as well, fill this in. Okay, so we put our core back down here. And then we want our injectors. Oh. So it's going to be there, there, there. There, there, there. There, there, and there. Now, I think I picked up one of those, so if I just make sure I don't put it in the slot, so that should now put it back there. If we now put that on top, it's now charging. Oh, I've just realised I haven't done something very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we need to get core. Then we need to push those back in. I think that should work. Yeah, so that wasn't charging very well because these weren't getting... Oh, right, let's make sure they're all in single item mode. Single item mode. And this is what it does. And then that pulls that back in. So, in theory, I should be able to make another 11 of those. So let's do this. 11. And this is just a test to check this work. So that's in locking mode. Why is that not? Oh, I did the wrong one. So we want this to be 11. So what we should see is they're now charging. Now this bit you can actually speed up with your time wand. Unfortunately you can't speed up the charging process, but yeah. The other thing we could look at is the Draconic bee. Sorry, is it the awakened bee? So awakened comb, yeah. So it's the awakened bee. So you take a draconium bee with 2 draconic cores, honey block, awakened draconium ingot. So I would need some of these. So you can, okay, so you get 4 from 1. So we might as well make that. But I believe you need to make that. You need the wyvern, and that's a crop. So I don't want to cancel this thing. So to do this, you need the wyvern cores, wyvern things. Yeah. So let's go and make a pattern for this because we're ready. We're almost ready for this. So this thing in here, we do this. Do this. Now, once these are finished crafting, we will be able to replace all of these, and it will allow us to make awakened draconium. So let's come back once these are finished crafting, and we'll do that. Okay, so we've got our 12 draconic cores now, so we're going to put those back down. Sorry, wyvern cores. Now I'm intrigued. Yep, they're all still showing as injectors. Cool. So let's make awakened. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to hit start on that. And right, I'll tell you exactly what I've done wrong here. I didn't turn them out of stack mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly bob around, put them into single item mode. Item mode, single item mode, single item mode, single item mode. Now the important thing is to not put it in this slot here. So if I go there and then there, that will now put them in the right slots. And we're now getting our draconium, our awakened draconium. So there we go. We've got, did I put that down as 1 block? Let me have a quick look. Oh no, it just tell me I get 4, but I only asked for 1. Right. So let's have a look at the awakened bee. So that's the one we want, but we need the awakened this, which requires a draconium bee spawn egg. Oh, I bet that draconic bee with that draconic bee, that should be pretty easy. We can breed those together. So how many have I got? Draconic bee, draconic bee. So they're both good. So let's put these in here, and then we want to get some draconic dust. Let's grab 2 stacks. Let's grab some cages. Excuse me. Okay, so let's make some more of these. Let's make another 3 of those. Make a stack of these. Alright, we're going to throw these in here. We're going to time wand the hell out of this. Don't want to do that. Didn't want to do that either. So I'm going to look in here and see we're getting lots of them. Right, so now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of, so 64 times 20, so honey treat, so 64 times 20, still short, right? So let's grab, let's just put that away for the minute, that away for a moment, like that. So we want some pipes, pipes, so we want this, we're going to want 3 of those, we're going to want 3 of those, we're also going to want a chest, 3 chests. So let's grab 3 of those. What we're going to just quickly do is, it's going to be a quick and a dirty, and then here I need a wrench, we're going to grab these, we're going to go there, 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 we're going to go that, that's going to be pulling things in, that's going to be pulling things out, that's going to be pulling things in. Okay, so let's also do this, that, and that. Right, so in here is going all the honey treats, so that's going to fill this bad boy up. Now we should have only 32. Oh, we ran out of draconic dust, right? Obviously I didn't put enough in, so right, let's time on this again. So use 2 per cycle. Yeah, it uses 2 per cycle. Right. Okay. So we should end up with 64 of these bees. Once I've got those, we're going to then throw them through the baby incubator, and then we're going to squish them. Right, so we should have 63. I would have expected 64. Right, let's grab another 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay. So that's the last one. So we then put these in here. And they will end up in here as adults. At which point we need to make sure we've got 64 bottles in there. Stack bottles, make sure that's filled up. And then we go into there, throw these into there, and then we squish them. So I'll come back once I've finished squishing all of these bees, and we should have what we need. Okay, so we've squished all those bees, so we should have in here some clips alloy, skulk. Do that. So I think it's the pink ones we're looking for. Skulk, digger, draconic. So we have 14 draconic bees. So let's grab 14 honey treats. We'll make 16 of them, of course, but so nope, another 2. So let's put these on here. grab some eggs. So, right, and then we put those in there, those in there. And we should end up with draconic bees spawn eggs in here, 14 of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make awakened bee spawn egg. No, not that one. This one. So we want to bookmark that. We want to make this one as well, which is the draconian one. So we're going to go and put these in here, and so do this. So everything there is craftable. It's good. Then we want this one, and everything there is craftable. So we can go and put this into here. So. And then put this into here, and we're going to make 2 of these. Right, so we don't have the awakened draconian core yet. So let's see, how do you make that? Draconic core. So we make these. Right, so we put this into here. Now, does that need... So Wyvern tier is fine for that. Now this thing, does that need to... That needs to be a draconic tier, which is slightly annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do need 8 cores. Injector. So what does that take? It takes a block. But we've got enough hearts to make some more blocks, so that's fine. And how many? So we've got another 2 hearts. We might need to go and kill the dragon one more time, but we'll see. Right. So injector. So we want to make this one. So we're going to make 12 of these, if we can. So we have enough to do it, but we probably will need to go to the and kill the dragon another time to make another block for the bees to feed on. So I'll come back once these is finished and we can get the awakened bee. While we're waiting for that to finish, we're actually going to go and kill the dragon one last time. Because, yeah, we need it for the extra awakened block. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Put everything else we don't need away. Don't need those. Put that in our slot. And we'll go to the end. We've got a bow, we've got an arrow. So what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly kill the dragon one more time. And we'll get our extra heart. Oh, blimmin' hell. Probably should have brought some steak. Right, let's grab steak. Let's eat. Right, let's go around and take out these while we can. Eat a little bit more. Oh, it's got homing on this thing, so it's trying to get the dragon every time. Going for the last swing with my sword. At least try to. There we go. And we get our last heart. Eventually. Then we head home. That's my death marker. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Right. New base. So from here, we put this in here. We go... actually, no, we replace these first because they'll be so much quicker. So... So we change the stack mode to single item. They're all single item now. Now we go in for a awakened block, which will get us 4 of those. So we should see that doing its thing here. So that's got that. Then we can go in and we'll do 2 of these. Right, okay, so I need to make a pattern. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, we need to keep one block back, so we'll make 2 of these. And then, so we're making the second egg. And then we'll make the Draconic egg. Oh, we're making the... Of course, we need to make the other cores first. I think next episode I might look into hostile neural networks to get nether stars automated a bit better. So I'll go and kill the wither a few times. I might have already done it, I can't remember. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted that for, the totems for. It was for the hearts. What was it? So I've got up to the yellow, red, green. So that requires nether stars and shulker shells. That one requires blocks of netherite and amethyst. That's easy. Now it's these ones that are the tricky ones, but we can do that. Right, anyway, so our eggs are there. So let's put everything else away that we don't need. We're going to need a couple of cages. So let's grab 2 cages. And then what we do is we do this, grab that, this, grab that. So we now have 2 awakened bees. So we're going to grab some honey treats. So we need 2 of those, cool. Come over here, as we always do, grab 2, 2, 2. Put these in here, put those around it. So we then get those. Then we come into here, we put those in there, put that in there. That one. So we should have 2 very nice. Now I need to make another feeding slab. So let's make us a feeding slab, because I'm going to put these in with the with these. Now you can put the second feeding slab down there, which gives you an extra slot. Put that in there, and then we go doop, doop. And then we can put our piece of dirt back. So that's got an omega. Let's see if we can make 3 more. 3? No. We're out of nether stars. But if I do this, so we're getting awakened comb now. So if I look in here, awakened. So we're getting it. We're getting nuggets already. So what I might want to do is put these into a compacting drawer over here. If I've got one spare, I think I did have one spare, didn't I? No, I wanted a 3x3. Okay, so let's take this one out, put a 3x3 in there. Compacting drawer, 3x3. So there we go. Let's put that in. No, that's not what I wanted. Right, put that away, put this in here, and grab these. So nuggets go in the bottom. This one? Yeah, there we go. So let's grab our functional locking, and so lock that. and then link it. So we now have Awakened Draconium being made for us. Let's just quickly... Oh, wow. Do you know what? Actually just gonna pull the disc out and do it again. So this one, so there's nothing in that one. Right, throw that in there. So that should be filling that thing up. Yeah. So none of these have got anything else in common. So that's the Awakened Draconium, now automated with the Draconium bees, so that's good. And now, so we've got 42 blocks already. I mean, that's insanity. If we just... Yeah, we're just going to get so much of this now. So if I now look at this, I mean, that's going up no end. We might be able to make the big battery thing soon. Yeah. But I think that's a good place to wrap up for today. What the frickety frack? Where'd you come from? Let's have a look. Ah, probably up here. Let's put some torches on top of this thing, because that's probably where he came from. Do it like a... yeah. Is there anywhere else that's red around here? Don't think so. No. Cool. So anyway, that's a good wrapping up point. I'll fix these blocks in between episodes so that we've got grass back down on them. I'm going to take this silly helmet off as well because I don't think I really need it anymore. And yeah, I think we're in a really good position here. And I might look at ours next episode because we do need to do that. And we need to automate all of that. So yeah. Yeah, guys. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. If you've got any questions about what I've done today, let me know. I will actually put my Super Factory Manager code in the comments, in the description or in the comments. I can't remember where I put it, but I'll put that in there so that you've got that. And yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Have a lovely evening or day or whatever time it is, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.